Hello, welcome back. It's podcast time. You've gone on it. You're ready to listen. And for the people watching the video version, I've accidentally replaced Judd's face with a wheel of cheese. This is not a joke.
Yes.
For some reason, it's changed the display that it's capturing for your face to a different one, and I've got a wheel of cheese on it. So
Great.
That's good. Welcome back. Thanks for joining the podcast again. Judd's had cosmetic surgery. He looks a bit different now. He looks like a wheel of cheese. Oh, wow. Well, after last week's extravaganza of us being up to all sorts, so far as I'm aware, this week's a more chill one. This one's got less going on. What is it? Am I right, Judd?
Yeah, I mean, I've done a lot of driving about. That's my only thing, really. Is it? Sorry. I've done a lot of driving about recently. We had a party at my friend's house, and his friend from London was here, so I picked him up from Sheffield train station, then I drove him to this party, and then after the party I ended up dropping like fucking 5 people off in my car, so I'm surprised my car managed to hold 5 people.
So did anything like happen then? How was the party?
No, like nothing happened. That like I'm not going to go on about it because nothing really happened. It was just a pretty casual party, and
it was just this thing where he'll live a life that like is crazy. All sorts of shit will happen to him, and then you'll ask him, "Oh, what you been up to?" And he's like, "Oh, no, what's happened?" and then 2 years later, I'm like, actually, that one time when I said nothing happened, I got like bombed by aliens. It were really weird. Like actual confirmed proof. I've got a video actually, and so apparently nothing is everything according to Judd.
Well, you'll have to listen in 2 years' time then when I decide that something actually did happen. So
that's a good advert for following the podcast on whichever platform that you listen to it on. Follow on Spotify or Apple Podcasts or any good streaming platforms that have podcasts on, or the video version. You can subscribe to the Streams Battle YouTube channel, or follow us on Twitch to get live updates in case we don't talk about it on a podcast. We might talk about it on a live stream, and you have to follow us there. Streams Battle on Twitch and Tweets Badly on Twitter. So coming up in today's podcast, we're going to continue. We're going to talk about some more grossest delicacies, because that's fun to talk about. We have talked about it before, but there's a lot more to look through on this big list that I've found. So that'll be fun. But first, Queen dead.
Oh, she's dead. The Queen, she's dead. You know,
Queens do be dying though.
She do be dying. Yeah.
Thoughts?
I don't. I don't hate her or anything. I'm not one of these that's going, "Oh, fucking old bitch." They're apparently
Who's doing that? Who do you know that said that to you? Go on, I've
seen a fair few people. I think it was all of
Facebook.
all of Liverpool Football Club. There you go. All of Liverpool Football Club.
What the fuck? Why are you throwing Liverpool Football Club under the bus? What's going on there?
Because the only video I've seen of anybody doing any sort of memorial silence was at like a Liverpool versus somebody else match, and the second there was a moment of silence, all the Liverpool fans were like, "Queen's dead." So,
well,
I mean,
my thoughts are, well, yeah, of course she's dead. She's fucking old.
That's how I feel. I didn't see the pictures of her like meeting the new prime minister until after she died. So, but
I've
like,
not seen those.
But when I saw them, I was like, oh well, yeah, look at her. she because I always thought she always looked to me whenever I saw her about 80 something, but good, still all there. In those pictures, though, I'm like, oh, you can tell she's 90, and like she's,
She was 96. Do you know what? I've just Googled Queen meets Liz Truss to look at the images that you're referring to, and Google suggests some like other terms that you might want to add to your search to kind of get exactly what you're looking for. So we've got Balmoral Castle, Prime Ministers, UK Prime, Curtsy, Handshake, Privy Council, and abolish monarchy. It's like, oh, yikes. Oh my god. Is this going to be another podcast where we've constantly got noises of dirt bikes going up and down my road just outside my house? These motherfuckers haven't even passed their fucking test, but they just like to ride up and down this main road. Why? Why would you go down that road? Why don't we find a back road that's got more room so you can do more revving? Because you don't give a fuck about revving, really, do you? You just want to show off, you stupid little scrotes. What are we doing? A podcast?
No.
So back out. Queen dead. She was old. What do you want? We get a bank holiday on Monday. That's pretty cool.
I was going to say a day off. I want a day off. We get it. We get it. So
Charles, he's going to be the king then.
He is.
And what do you think about that? Oh, wait, sorry. We've got to let the motorbike get their time in again.
Okay,
sorry, carry on.
I was just going to say that, so, along with the Queen dying, I don't really have much of a opinion about his brain.
His brain?
There you go.
His brain.
I said brain. I said his brain.
I've watched The Crown. I think. Is that the one I've watched? I don't know if that's the one I've watched, The Crown.
Yeah, that's
Is that the one where Princess Diana gets murdered or something? Yeah, that's the one.
I've not watched The Crown.
I've watched The Crown. I watched that one series of that. It was pretty good, actually. And he came across as a bit of an entitled knobhead there, but a bit pressed to be like that. But that's kind of royals, innit? So
yeah,
it just seems like another royal, really. I don't know. I think that the best thing to happen to the royals, really, would be for them to slowly be phased out. I don't want to have to riot and actually go in there and behead them and get them out. They're not
Oh, okay.
Do you know what? I'm going to say they're not that bad, but to be honest, you were right. It is because I can't be asked.
Yeah.
Do that.
Yeah, we can't. Even if the awful things that they say about royalties and stuff, the really out there conspiracies where it's they've got a factory set up underneath the castle where they torture children to keep them immortal. Even if
it's not working very well then, because she's just
no. I mean, so it's obviously not true. But even if that turned out to be true, I still wouldn't have the effort to go down there and fucking do something about it. I'm not.
What are you going to do about it? Anyway, but I don't know. He just doesn't come across as a king to me. You don't feel kingly. The Queen felt like a queen, like she could command some sort of respect. Whereas Charles, all we know about him is that he fancied Camilla, and they were like, "Yeah, but she's not. She's a bit of a slag, though, isn't she?" So no. And then he were mardy about it until they gave him his way, kinda. That was kind of it.
Camilla a slag? Is that treason?
Well, no, I don't think the Queen specifically said yes, and she is a slag. So,
one does suppose she is a slag.
So I don't think, no, but I mean, by royal standards, she's not good enough for some reason, which is also stupid as well. I don't know. The thoughts on it is royals do be roiling.
Yeah, they do be roiling.
Doesn't
though.
fucking really do anything.
And she
be
roiling in a grave
from our. They don't really do anything other than take a shit ton of our taxes, really. So I'd just like them to slowly just fuck off. That's kind of my attitude. Wait, oh no! Don't take me! No! Because that has been happening, actually. Yeah. Have you seen the videos of people being escorted off for calling Prince Andrew a paedophile, even though he is a paedophile?
No, I haven't. Have they been saying
it my headphones.
Have they been saying it at, the Queen's defense or something?
Well, so there's been some parades. I don't suppose you'd call them parades. Basically, some walks down streets involving royals to kind of show respect and things like that. And there's been people actively protesting Prince Andrew's re-involvement.
Prince Andrew's a fucking nun!
Yeah, pretty much. They've been like kind of protesting his re-involvement in being a royal because he kind of got de-royaled a bit under the Queen, and then Charles seems to have like accepted him a bit more. I don't know what's going off. I don't look into it because what the fuck?
Don't worry, old chap. I'm a paedophile as well.
Oh God!
Now that is treason.
See, that's awful because if he's diddling some kids with his massive sausage fingers, that's going to be gross.
Yeah.
Have you seen his big sausagey fingers?
Yeah, his big nasty ass fingers. Yeah, I've seen them.
Mm.
His big gross ass.
That's
fingers.
Oh wait, the motorbike's got something to say about
that. Right.
Oh. No, they've shut the fuck up now. Well, speaking of gross delicacies, Judd.
Nice.
You know them.
Fucking sausage finger.
Sausage fingers, that's one of them.
Gross fucking sausage fingers.
On the podcast topics notes I've got on my phone, it just says Queen dead.
She is?
She is dead.
She is dead.
You know what? My grandma died at pretty much the same age, and no one fucking got a bank holiday for that, and she were way better than the Queen. Anyway, said everyone in Britain.
I had a day off. I had a day off.
Judd just had a day off, just in general.
Yeah.
Right, Judd, gross delicacies. We've got an entry from Italy. It's
the Italians? They're usually so good at this.
Sardinia.
See, even though you said that is a gross thing, it still sounds delicious.
I can see what this thing is, and I know what it is, and that does make it gross. But I really want to eat it still because I know it's Italy.
It's the Italians, you know. They'll just do it. They don't give a fuck. They'll make anything, at least in some way, seem appetizing. Like
yeah. So this is a block of pecorino cheese, which I've wanted to try some pecorino cheese in. I think it's a bit like Parmesan, and it's cut open and left outside to attract cheese flies.
Ah, okay.
And they lay up to 500 eggs in it. The larvae of the cheese flies then eat on the cheese, and their enzymes break down the fats in the Sardinian sheep's milk cheese.
Ooh, okay.
The larvae excrement is a partially digested soft cheese that's almost liquidy.
Just ask, what Italian man was sat around one day and just went, "Hey guys, I got a great idea. Pass me that cheese." Like, who knows to do that?
What's happened is a fella's forgotten about his cheese wheel and left it out in the hot sun. He's like, he's got next day and gone, "Oh, my cheese wheel, shit, I've left it out. All the cheese flies have got to it." So then he goes to his cheese wheel. It's like, oh, there's some nice creamy, soft, like kind of like sour cream looking shit in the middle of this. I might give that a taste. Which is basically maggots that have eaten cheese and then shat it out.
Yes, is what that is.
So apparently it's eaten with the living larvae as well. So you don't just eat their shit, you eat them as well.
You eat them as well.
While they're still wriggling. What do you think of this? Would you eat this?
No. I wouldn't know.
It's probably alright. I've got a feeling it's going to taste a bit like, kind of like creamy cheese and meat, no? It's like bugs. Bugs don't really taste like meat, though. They taste more like potatoes, if anything. Have you ever eaten bugs? You eaten a cricket?
No, I never ate a dang old bug. I can't say I have.
Well, that's going to be a video we'll end up filming. I'm going to order us some crickets because crickets are fucking good. You would genuinely like them. I promise.
I was just gonna say, like, I think of all of the bugs, I think crickets are the one I could have a go at.
They're crisps.
I don't know why.
They're just like crisps. So you have like some sour cream and onion seasoning on them, and then pop one of them in your mouth, crunch, 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 nice and crispy, and it just tastes like something crunchy with sour cream and onion flavour. So, yeah. And, this is not one of the worst ones that we've seen by a long way, I don't think. So let's see if we can top that.
I think that's more of a niche one that's for people who like have a thing with like bugs and like maggots and stuff. I think anyone who's got a massive problem with the idea of eating bugs needs to kind of just get over themselves a bit. Like, I understand that it's kind of gross, but if you've got like a big problem with eating bugs, you need to kind of think like you need to grow up. I haven't got like a huge problem with it, but I would not go near a cockroach. That's the one.
If a cockroach was like prepared, like it was cooked up.
Oh, can its head be gone?
I don't know, because the head might be the tastiest bit.
I don't know. I don't want its weird ass.
Imagine this, Judd, right?
I don't want its antennae near me. That's
See if you can cope with this. So,
okay,
I get like the best chef. We get Gordon Ramsay, okay, to cook up. We say to him, "Look, Gordon, here's a massive bag of cockroaches. Do whatever you need to them to make them taste good. Don't matter. You can take the shells off. You can behead them. You can only use certain bits of them. Whatever. Just make them taste as good as possible, right?" And I don't tell you what's going on, right? I just get him to do this, and then I'm like, Judd, I've made something. I want to do a blind taste test of it. I've been practicing my cooking.
Okay.
Let's see what we got. I just feed you a bit of it. You don't know what it is at all, and you taste it. It tastes pretty decent. After that, I go, that's made of cockroaches. Will you continue to eat it?
If like it was good, it was straight up. If like I ate it and it was straight up good, then yeah, like.
So even if they looked like cockroaches at that point, you've tasted it already though, with your eyes closed, and now it tastes good. What are you thinking? I
don't know. I feel like that's a situation I'd have to be placed in to give you an answer to, because I don't know.
Because what is it about them then that makes them gross? Because if you've eaten it, you're healthy and it tastes good. That's the only things that matter, surely.
Don't know. It's just like a phobia thing. I think they freak me out.
I think my autism brain kind of helps with this. Because, like, to me, I don't give a fuck that they look like bugs. Yeah. If I know they're going to be, that it's not going to hurt me by eating it and it tastes good, get it in my gob. You know, that's kind of my attitude towards things.
No, I ain't really got an answer to give you apart from just, I don't like them, gross. That's it. So.
Well, let's see if this next one's gross then, from southwestern Greenland. Kiviak. Right. Oh my god. I kind of read the first few words of these before I can, like, say them out loud.
Yeah.
Here we go. A freshly disemboweled seal is stuffed with up to 500 small Arctic birds called little auk or ale ale.
Wait, sorry, who makes this again?
Greenland.
Okay.
This is Vikings, this, Judd. This is Viking shit.
Yeah.
They slice open a seal and stuff it with 500! Not just like 10 or something like 500 small birds. They couldn't find a few slightly bigger ones and just use that. It's 500 small Arctic birds.
Oh frick, we're out of pheasants. We cannot stuff the seal we just murdered. How many small birds make up one pheasant? 200. 200 roughly.
It's then sewn shut and sealed with seal fat to prevent flies from getting in. The birds...
See, they got the right idea. The Vikings have got the right idea.
They know flies. No, we don't do that.
Yeah, we don't do it. We don't do that. We don't do that here. That wasn't flies. That wasn't Nordic.
We just stuffed the seal full of that one. That's Italian again. Anyway, the birds are buried and left to ferment in the carcass for 3 to 18 months. Quite a window.
What?
Quite a window, actually.
What? I was with this. I was like, I could eat this.
So it's eaten by biting off the bird's head and then sucking out the juices inside. But they can be eaten whole with bones and all.
So, do you not eat the seal then? Because
it doesn't say anything about the seal.
No, because I was like, well, this just sounds like that. I know that there's people have made like chickens inside like turkeys before, like they've done that before. So I'm like, well, it just sounds like a bizarre version of that. But no, what it is the taking the birds. The meal isn't the seal. It's the birds.
The biggest thing, the bit that is massive, the most food that you could be getting, is the bit they go, and that's what we throw away.
Yeah, but could they not ferment this in any other container? Why does a seal have to be slaughtered for it? You don't just put it in a bag.
Oh god! So apparently, it's popular during Arctic winter celebrations, and it's supposed to taste similar to Gorgonzola cheese. So you know that if a meaty bird is then starting to taste like cheese, that's been fucking grossly fermented.
That's not good. That's not good.
Apparently, other birds don't ferment as well. They tried it. That's why they use 500 small birds, because apparently the other ones don't ferment as well. Because apparently it's documented that it gave an elderly man botulism once. So the dead man's daughter also died from the same thing. I'm trying to see if they use the seal. Doesn't look like it. This article doesn't say.
Well,
here's another one that we know of though from the Vikings, Judd.
Okay.
Surströmming in northern Sweden. Apparently they don't do this anymore. We know what this one is. It's Baltic Sea herring, and it's pickled and it stinks. Apparently it just smells awful. You've seen the videos, right, from 2013 YouTube of people opening surströmming and smelling it, and that's the video.
Oh yeah, no, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
So I'm not even gonna harp on about that one for long. I'm going to Sweden soon, and if I find some surströmming, I will film a video smelling it and tasting it out in the fresh air. But I don't think I'll be able to find any because I watched a video where people went to Stockholm recently, which is where I'm going, and they couldn't find any in any stores. So and it's northern Sweden anyway, so it's not the same place. Here's another one I've heard of that you might not have heard of, so I'll go through this one. Balut, and this is from the Philippines. You might know of this one, Judd.
The Philippines? You might have heard of the Philippines.
I'm filling the peens.
That was nothing.
The developing embryo of a bird, usually a duck,
an egg,
is commonly incubated for 14 to 21 days. So, yes, an egg, but not like we get from the shop, a fertilized egg that's growing into a bird. But like when it's kind of like half developed,
half done
they
cooking.
boil it.
All right, fry that
and
little
serve it from
up.
the shell.
Yeah, cool.
I think it'll not be that bad.
I've seen people eat these before. They look gross as hell inside.
I think that's the worst bit, isn't it? The kind of visual of it.
Yeah.
Because it's not even like an actual... It's not even managed to grow.
Yeah.
I think it feels morally, like, horrid, really. But I wonder what it'll taste like. So will it taste more like egg or meat, do you think?
Yeah. I think it'd taste like meat that's almost been like left to soak in like a brine.
Yeah, like a kind of like an eggy brine.
Yeah,
like a ramen broth.
Yeah,
but like a
that's
gross
what
one.
I think it'd be like. Yes, a gross one that like looks up at you with its half-born deformed face and like its eyes are twitching. It goes.
I would try it, but it's not particularly nice, is it? The thing is, though, if this was a fully grown animal or a not even fertilized egg, there's a difference in morality there. It feels a bit weird to not even give this animal a chance to even be born before you start killing. Why not just let it be born, let it grow up, and then we've got loads more meat to eat then?
Yeah.
You know? That feels weird. That's why, like, I'm not a vegetarian at all, but there's certain meats I don't eat. I won't eat veal and I won't eat lamb, because that's such a fucking waste. Why would you eat the baby version of those animals? Let them grow up, and then I'll eat them. You know, I'll eat more of them because they'll be bigger and tastier. You know, it's just fucking stupid. The idea that a baby animal is somehow more tender and delicious than a grown animal is just fucking ridiculous. It's just a stupid thing that's been, like, thought up by people in the olden days to kind of justify their sadistic bullshit. Anyway. We've got stinky tofu from China. I've seen people eat this as well. Tofu is like fermented bean curd, and tofu is fermented in a strong brine of fermented milk, vegetables, and meat. So it's kind of like It's kind of like curdled beans, then fermented in already fermented milk with vegetables and meat. So it's one of those things where it's like hard to think of it as gross because it's all kind of food, you know? It's not anything. It's not like piss, which kind of straight up. I mean, in this list we're reading out, if you listen to some of the previous podcasts where we looked through a few of these in this list, the first one is just straight up cow piss. So that's I think this started strong. I think
the Chinese hit us with a fermented boy urine at one point.
Yeah. No, it was an alcohol made from fermented child turds or something like that.
Oh, what the fuck?
Right, let's see what Italy can do again, because this looks delicious. It always looks delicious. I bet it's gross, though. It kind of looks like... the image of this next one I'm talking about looks like a fancy haggis, if that makes sense.
Okay.
I'm trying to show it on the video version, but it's kind of fucked up again. Here we go. It kind of looks like a fancy haggis. It's from Sardinia in Italy. It's called su calu sardu. It literally means goat's kid's rennet. I don't know what that is. A baby goat is slaughtered right after drinking milk. Like, what the fuck? That's just like Judd's laughing. What's funny about that? It's like it's just suckled on its mum's teat and someone comes up to it and just shanks it.
It's a really funny visual of this goat like just standing there. It's just finishing like just going. He goes, ah, and then somebody walks over with a big fucking knife and just starts stabbing it.
Oh god, this is worrying. It's worrying how much you find this funny.
It's just a funny visual, like, it just goes,
oh, God. That's horrible. Like, why are you going to do this shit? The milk is filtered. Isn't it? So apparently the milk is filtered and poured back into the abmissum, the fourth stomach that contains rennet. The stomach is rubbed with salt and hung to dry for some months. After it's matured, the stomach is sliced open, and the cheese that's been formed from it sitting in that stomach for so long is eaten on bread.
Oh, nice. So they're making nice little sandwich.
Do you know? I'm sorry, Italy. Cheddar? You ever heard of cheddar? You know? What about, like, fucking Swiss cheese? That's good. Red Leicester? We've done a whole fucking cheese tier list on our YouTube channel. Just look up one of them. You don't have to do all this shit, you know. Cheese is pretty fucking good. You don't have to fucking ferment it in a baby goat's stomach. Like, this is so unnecessary. That can't be better than just, like, regular fucking cheese. I've got such a problem with this one. I don't actually think it'd be gross. If I ate that on bread, it's probably nice. I mean, it's cheese, you know?
Yeah.
But, like, come on! This is just so fucking stupid and unnecessary. We should come up with one. We should come up with, like, a stupid food that requires, like, the slaughter of multiple innocents. Just have this, like, regular-ass food.
Yeah.
Oh, God. What do you think? What could we do? What's, like, a really innocent-seeming animal? What about, like, a puppy? Let's use a puppy and a kitten, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's what we're doing, right? Freshly born kitten, right? Suckling on its mother's teat for the first time.
Yes,
It has
to be suckling on its mother's teat for the first time.
You get a puppy of a Great Dane. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wring its neck. Kill the puppy straight away. This is horrible. Yeah. I'm so sorry. Right. Then you use the puppy's dead body to bash the kitten's head in. Okay?
Yes.
Right?
Now the kitten has to have just opened its eyes and seen the joys of the world for the first time in existence. It has to have just seen the world for the first time.
Then, right? Throw all of that away. We're not using any of it. That was just to prepare your chopping board. That was just to prepare your chopping board. Next, what we do is lizard. We're getting a lizard. Okay, right? A big lizard, Komodo dragon.
Big lizard.
Right?
Yeah.
Hack its head off. Skin it. Put its skin in the oven to become leather for a while. Right? You know, bake the skin. Okay.
Yeah.
And then. Oh god. Then take 500 small birds.
500 small birds.
500 small birds. And then cut out the uterus of some fucking thing. What can we cut the uterus out?
An actual real woman.
A human woman, right?
Yeah.
Stuff the uterus with the birds. Yes. Okay? Then wrap that in your lizard skins.
The uterus with the bird.
Make sure that all of this has touched the blood of the innocent puppy and kitten. And then, I don't fucking know, just leave it there. Yeah. And then eventually it'll look all brown and gross.
Let it ferment for a year.
Yeah. And then, I don't fucking care. Just eat it like an apple. Eat it like an apple. Pick that up and just sink your teeth into it. Oh my god! Peru. Frog juice.
Frog juice, yes! This one makes sense, though. You see a frog, you squeeze it.
This is good. This sounds like what we just said. It's a frog smoothie. A frog is killed, usually, by just slapping its head against the counter.
I'm so grateful for this one because it's so simple. All the others have just been ridiculous. Like, how have you thought of that? This is literally just a guy who's picked up at a frog. He's chucked it like a big rock or something, and it's left like a juice trail, so it's slid down. And he's gone, yes.
Pick up a frog and whack it against the counter. Skin it and clean it. Put it in a blender with water and other ingredients such as quail eggs, honey, spices, and local plants. The blended frothy green goo is strained to remove any bone fragments from whacking it on the counter. Apparently, street vendors tote it as an energy drink and spiritual beverage. Oh, God. It's commonly given to children and adults alike as a health boost.
I wonder if it's like it's gonna give you like hallucinations and shit, isn't it? Because it's fucking frog juice.
It depends what kind of frogs. I mean, it might not be the hallucinogenic kind. You can't just go up and lick like any frog and get high.
No, but what are the Peruvian kind? Because didn't you say it was used for like medicine and shit?
Let's have a look. Let's look at the most common frog in Peru. Common frog in Peru. This is a weird Google search term. Let's just guess that it's this one that's been thrown up at me. Dendropsophus sariacuensis.
Okay. Now, if you lick them,
the Sarayaku tree frog.
If you lick them, do you get high?
Lick. Oh. No, there's nothing about licking them on this, so I'm guessing no. Sorry. Oh, Judd don't want to go to Peru anymore.
I don't know. I was thinking about it. I could have had some frog juice. I was going to
try the hallucinogenic frog juice, but then it turns out it doesn't work.
No, it's not hallucinogenic, it's just frog juice. It's just regular old store-bought frog juice.
Well, speaking of juice, Mongolia has sheep eyeball juice. Now, This has got a pretty strong visual associated with it as well. This one looks pretty fucking gross. And apparently it's known as Mongolian Mary. I'm guessing it's kind of like... I don't know if that's in reference to Mary had a little lamb, which to do with sheeps, or if it's to do with like the Bloody Mary cocktail, because it looks tomatoey. So apparently, It's pickled eyeballs of sheep placed in tomato juice. See, apparently it's known as a. So that's it then. So they pickle some sheep's eyeballs and chuck it in some tomato juice. Delicious. There's probably more to it than that, but it's known to be a hangover cure, apparently. And the likes of Genghis Khan also used it as a hangover cure, apparently. Right.
Cool.
It's just a sheep eyeball in some tomato.
Well, maybe they're onto something.
Maybe they are. I'd give this one a go. It looks aesthetically pleasing. It's pretty cool looking. Next, we've got another one from Iceland. This is where is this where they did the birds in the seal? So, to eat the toxic meat of the Greenland shark, Icelanders let it rot in the ground for several months. What's with this fucking just rotten
Just
shit?
let them rot. Just let them rot in the dirt, man.
It is then hung to dry for another 5 months. Small cubes of the white rubbery delicacy are served on toothpicks and washed down with Black Death aquavit. Is that meant to be aquavit? I don't know. The pungent smell of death and ammonia is worse than the taste, apparently. The pungent smell of death. That's what you're looking for in your food, isn't it?
Yeah.
Delicious.
What? Why?
It's been described as chewing a urine-infested mattress.
So why are you eating?
Just chill out. The people that's doing this, I feel like I should just bring them some KFC or something. Just go, hey, look at that. Pretty good. Let's have a taste of that. It's pretty good.
It's not a lot better for you, but it's
It's not a lot better for you. Tastes good, though. Celebrity chef Anthony Bourdain described it as the single worst, most disgusting and terrible tasting thing he's ever eaten. So there you go.
Yeah.
South Korea, what have you got for us? Sanakji. The octopus is killed just before serving and immediately served, sliced into smaller pieces. Since the nerves still have activity after death, the arms continue to move on the plate when eaten. 2/3 of the nerves are located in the arms, so they can do complex shit, apparently. If it's not cut properly, the octopus suction cups can stick to the inside of the person's throat. Oh my god. On average, 6 deaths per year occur due to suffocation of eating this.
Don't eat it.
It's supposed to be good for your blood sugar levels, though, Judd.
That's fine then. Eat it.
Oh, it's so stupid. This one ain't too bad. Like it's sushi, really, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
I wouldn't eat it because I don't want to die of octopus suction cup. Like I can wait. I can wait until the nerves have stopped moving. You know, it doesn't have to be that fresh.
The Deep did it.
Yeah. But he is the Deep.
Yeah.
So basically what they do is they pluck out a small octopus, slap it on your table, chop off the tentacle, and then you've got to pick that up and eat it straight away.
Yeah.
Great. Japan, what have you got for me? These guys are weird. Ikizukuri. Ikizukuri means prepared alive. It is sashimi made from living seafood, mostly fish, but sometimes lobster, frog, octopus, or shrimp is used. Most commonly, the fish is served on top of ice on a plate with the cut-off meat placed on top of the body. Some of the flesh is cut into thin sashimi pieces and placed on... I don't understand what's happened here. So, what? Do they just cut a fish in front of you and then you just eat it straight away?
It sounds like it. It sounds like they're just chopping up a fish.
I was wondering if they'd, cut into the fish, cut up a bit of the fish, and then served that bit of the fish for you to eat on the still living fish that they've cut it out of.
Oh, God.
I don't know. I'm going to move on. I feel horrible right now.
That's not like Like, that wouldn't... I don't know if that'd taste disgusting. It's not super disgusting. It's just the visual. It's the idea of that is disgusting.
Yeah, it's like eating something... It feels disrespectful.
Yeah.
Eating something on its own still living body. Feels like, oh God, I'm sorry. There's a better way we could be doing this. I wish I'd just killed you and eaten you. Okay, what's France got to offer? Ortolan. Killing and cooking this delicate little songbird is banned across the EU.
Okay.
However, French chefs are lobbying for its reintroduction into French cuisine. Apparently it's got like a hazelnut flavour and rich gaminess to the meats. Famous chefs has described the eating experience as close to ecstasy. So this one isn't gross. It's just apparently they just don't like to do it because it's such a pretty little bird. It's like, oh my God, do not kill that beautiful tiny bird.
Yeah.
And then some fuckers killed it and gone, crunchy, nutty. Oh God. Right. Apparently it can go for £100 on the black market, which is the same price as truffles.
Oh.
There you go. Wait, how do they cook it again? Wait. So I'm trying to find how they cook it. The captured ortolans are kept in cages, nice, and tricked into thinking it's night by removing their eyes. So still living, tiny bird, you pluck out its eyeballs. Pluck them out.
Damn.
Weird that happens because it does also say that you can just put like a sheet over the cage, make it dark. So some sick fuckers have just like, they know they can do that and they're just like, I'm going to pluck this motherfucker's eyeballs out, then it'll think it's dark. Oh my God! So then they lead them to then they overeat them and fatten them up. They feed them too much, force feed them a bunch of shit. Yeah. Then they're drowned alive in a vat of armagnac and cooked.
Why are they?
This is another one that's like
just like snap the necks or something for like why?
Some sick fucker wanted to do this anyway. Some sick fucker wanted to torture these tiny animals, and this is a way of justifying it. Holy shit. God oh my God. The ritual of eating this French delicacy includes covering one's head with a napkin to hide from God while eating the bird whole, feet first. Wow.
What?
That's not surprising. I'm not surprised.
Hide from God.
You'd need to. Apparently, some French chefs defend drowning it by saying it's not a bad way to die. Holy shit.
Isn't well.
Fuck me. That's awful. I feel horrible after reading that one out. Holy shit. Next, we've got Guam. A place for Guam. Right? There's going to be some weird, and there's going to be some horrible shit there as well. Fruit bat soup. I can see like an entire whole leatherized bat on screen in front of me. It's gross. Oh God. During cooking, the bat smells strongly of urine.
What's with piss? What's going on with piss? Like
people do be liking eating piss.
People be pissing.
People do be pissing. Yeah. Gotta do something with it. However, the meat is described as sweet and similar to chicken. The soup was so popular that the Guam fruit bat was hunted to extinction. Oh, so you can't even fucking have it anymore.
Well, if it was good,
in Guam eat large amounts of cicad seeds and accumulates large amounts of toxins that, when consumed by humans, cause lactobodic disease. So it gives you disease as well. So, the fuck are they doing? It stinks of piss and it gives you disease. No, and they eat so much of it that the entire species is gone. Like, are they struggling to eat? Chickens exist, you know. Eat a fruit, for fuck's sake. The picture of this bat is on a leaf of lettuce. Just eat the fucking lettuce then. Lettuce is fine. That's not going to fucking kill you. Holy shit. Oh my god, why is there so many engines outside? Snake wine from Japan.
I've heard of this one.
Distilled rice wine is mixed with honey and herbs. The snake is chilled until it passes out. Oh, see, this is good. It's chilled until it passes out, rather than just slapped against a table until its blood splats everywhere or some shit.
They give it a big old doob and they say, "Chill out, my snake friend."
Yeah, they just cool it down. It has a sleep. Yeah. Then they kill it while it's passed out. It's kind of like putting someone to sleep. This ain't too bad. So it's gutted and then it's sewn back together. Kind of brutal. Inserted back into the bottle. When thawed... Oh, I thought they were being nice. This is actually completely horrific. Nope.
It is dead.
No.
What?
When thawed, the snake briefly awakens before quickly dying in an aggressive striking pose. So what's happened is they've given it some sleepy time drug basically by freezing it. They've gutted it so that it stayed alive. Put it in some water, then eventually it wakes up and goes, "Ah!"
Yeah, and then dies from shock, from horror.
Holy shit. I thought this one was going to be reasonably nice, right? Apparently the alcohol neutralizes the venom, making the liquor safe to drink. Apparently these snakes are believed to have medicinal properties. They fucking don't. Stop it. If the intestines aren't removed, the drink has a very pungent smell. Yeah, of piss and shit. Of course it will. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. I feel horrible reading these out now. This is fucking ridiculous. How many of these is there? Okay, we're getting towards the end. Indonesia. Kopi Luwak coffee. Is this the cat shit coffee? I think I've heard of this before. Civet coffee is the most expensive coffee in the world. It will be. In the wild, the small cat-like animals called Asian palm civet or civet eat ripe coffee cherries. And the partially digested coffee beans are harvested from their feces. The animal's digestive enzymes are thought to give the coffee its exquisite aroma and flavour. Now, I'm sure the digestive enzymes that have soaked into these coffee shit beans have plenty of aroma and flavour. However, and I'm not interested in tasting fucking digestive enzymes as my seasoning. So, for industrial production, the animals are kept in horrific conditions and force-fed coffee cherries. So why? Why with the brutalism again? Why can't they just eat them?
It was fine. What? Why?
This wasn't too bad until you were like, no, we can just keep them in a cage and force-feed them these cherries. Apparently, this article says this coffee is nothing short of liquid suffering. Like, wait, so this is the one you've chosen to call these people out on just being unnecessarily brutal? No, not the one where they're just bashing a fruit to death.
I think they mean that, like, drinking it is liquid suffering, so it's not even good.
No. So, because then it says, and it tastes, and it is completely unnecessary, as it tastes no better than any other coffee. So it just tastes like coffee. It's just coffee.
Yeah.
But they have to brutalize these, like, rare cats to have it. Are you fucking kidding me? Cambodia are fried spiders. Like, that's not even that bad at this point.
Fry up some spiders. That's nothing now.
I know. Like, they fry spiders, tarantulas.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, they fry up some that are about, like, the size of a human hand. Some big ones. Apparently, the abdomen and the head are crispy on the outside and gooey in the middle, with delicate white meat. So, the abdomen also has a brown paste of organs and excrements and sometimes eggs. See, this is the problem with this frying these spiders. They just pluck a tarantula and chuck it in a frying pan. They don't do anything to it. So it's got all its, like, organs and stuff that still has, like, shit and stuff in that you shouldn't be eating. Like, you have to, like, gut animals for a reason. So that's why I wouldn't eat one of these. Because I wouldn't know which bit to avoid. Maybe I'd eat a leg. Do spiders have bones? They probably do, don't they? Do tarantulas have bones? They don't have bones. They have an exoskeleton though, so kind of like bones. So I don't want to eat crunchy bones either. That's not going to taste nice. I don't think I'd eat one of these. I think it's just going to be gross. Maybe I'd try it. Maybe it's not gross. Who knows? Apparently, there's an entry from the United Kingdom, Judd.
Oh, yay!
It's just stinking Bishop's cheese. It's just a smelly cheese.
Stinky cheese. You know what? I'll take it. I'll eat the stinky cheese if it doesn't mean I have to murder and torture 20 cats.
It's just cheese that's been fermenting for ages. They wash the outside of it with alcohol perry. And I don't know, that's it. It's just smelly. It's like the surströmming, but it's cheese. I don't know where this is from, but it's probably Scandinavian because it's called Bevergal. Okay, this one sounds... Oh, it's Swedish. So this one sounds like it's going to be a bit one of those stupid ones. Beavers mark their territory with urine and castoreum, a yellowish fluid produced by the animal's anal glands. Okay, so they squirt out piss and this other liquid to mark the territory. The smell is powerful and complex. It has been used in perfumes and to make a natural vanilla substitute. Apparently, Swedish bevergal is beaver shout. That's what it translates to. It's made by infusing the anal gland in alcohol for several weeks. The resulting schnapps is bitter, with an overpowering strong taste of pine trees, tar, leather, and urine. Why are we tasting urine again? Why are we trying to taste urine? What does that matter? I don't want to eat a tree. I don't want to eat tar. I don't want to eat leather. Or piss. So why are we trying to get these flavors? What the fuck are we doing here?
What are we doing? Yeah, what are we doing here?
Apparently, they nearly hunted beavers to extinction to make this again. Nearly.
The fuck is...
So, some honourable mentions then from this list is bull's penis from China. Have you ever seen a bull's penis? That thing's fucking crazy. Google bull penis. Unless you're underage, listeners. Rocky Mountain oysters. That's bull's testicles. That's from America. Shirako from Japan. Ooh. Fish sperm sac filled with seminal fluids.
Yes.
Oh, God. Do you want to know what Shirako translates to?
Go on.
White children. Oh. Oh, no.
White children.
Oh, God. It's normally cod sperm, apparently. Century eggs. It's fermented eggs. It's not 100 years old. It's fermented in a bunch of shit. So... there you go. Shout out to the Disgusting Food Museum for this list.
Shout out to the disgusting freaks who decided they were going to try that fucking awful shit for a laugh, presumably. Because because
why else
that has to have been it. Yeah, why else would you have done that? You clearly can just make normal foods. But you did it because it was fun.
So there we go. I feel a bit ill now. That was awful. Have you got any other disgusting foods you can think of, Judd?
No.
I know one. Your mum's pussy.
Your mum's stinks.
Well, I think that's that. Please follow us on all the stuff. It's typically streams badly, but this podcast is called Podcast Badly, and there's tweets badly on Twitter. It's well worth it. We've had a little influx of YouTube subscribers recently, which is pretty nice. We're posting all sorts of stuff on the YouTube channel, by the way. We've got about 20 videos just scheduled to go up as of recording this. So there's all sorts of content there. But that's the podcast. That's it. Any final words, Judge? Sign us off. Go. Do it.
Just stop drinking piss. I don't know what it is about piss that makes it so alluring, but stop, please.
Oh God! Stop drinking piss.
I'm begging you to. I'm actually begging you to stop.
Okay.